What's up, guys? I'm back with another pickup video. We got a lot of good stuff, so we'll go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing I'm going to show is actually one of the eBay packages I mentioned a couple videos ago, I think, about how I never received the package. Well, this guy was able to track it down, luckily, and he discovered it was just kind of like sitting in a post office somewhere, I guess, and so he was able to get them to keep pushing it through, and eventually it got to me, so he handled it very well, and I was very happy to actually get the package. And unfortunately, the other two eBay packages that I had never came, and I got my full refunds, and that was just a mess. But regardless, I'm very happy to get this, and it is the case and manual for Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together for the PSP. And now it's complete, because I got the UMD from Coach Newman, so very cool to have this game complete now. I can add it to my PSP collection. Then the next two games, I kind of just bought them on a whim. I heard really good things about the one game, and then the other game was one that I wanted to pick up for a while, that's been recommended to me by numerous people, and I just didn't really want to pay money for it, but eventually I just decided to bite the bullet and go ahead and do it. And I was at our local exchange while I was away at school, and I picked up two DS games, and the first one I got for $10, I believe, and it's a shooter, Nano Stray. And normally I don't really collect Nintendo DS games, but I will pick them up every once in a while if I see one that I want, or if I hear about one that's good, I definitely want to get it. And it's complete. The actual cart is in my 3DS case right now, though. But yeah, $10 for this. That's about what it goes for. Apparently this is supposed to be a really underrated gem, so I figured why not. And then the second game is actually a copy of Chrono Trigger, and this one is still sealed. It cost me $30. But I actually ended up buying this game for 20 bucks, and I thought it was complete, and then I realized that it came with a map, so I ended up returning that, and then I was just like, you know what, I'll just pay the extra $10 and just get a sealed copy. So I'm going to keep it sealed until I decide to play it, but I figured since it's probably going to be a while before I own the Super Nintendo version, that I might as well go ahead and pick it up for the DS, because a lot of people have told me it's amazing. One of the best RPGs of all time, and I really want to play it, so hopefully by the time school is over this semester, I will be able to get right on it. I think this is going to be the first RPG that I begin as soon as school's up. So, looking forward to that one. The next two games, I actually got, while I was on my spring break tennis trip, we stopped in an Applebee's after a match, and there was actually a GameStop in the same plaza, so I was kind of like, alright, you guys go ahead and go into Applebee's, and I'll be right back, I'm just going to go to GameStop. And I went around, looked in there, there wasn't too much, but they did have some PSP games, which I was excited to see, because the GameStops in my area kind of stopped selling PSP games, so it's always cool to go to different ones and find that they are still in fact there. So I picked this up for $6. It's the Capcom Classics Collection, Remix and Reloaded, and there's some really good games on here. It is complete. Both of my UMDs are in my PSP case, because I was playing those the other day. But yeah, there's a lot of good games. There's like Knights of the Round, Captain Commando, 1942, 1943, Bionic Commando, just a couple other really good ones, Street Fighter. So I figured for $6, can't go wrong, and I love Capcom games, so thought that was a good deal on that. And then picked this game up for, I believe it was $8. This is a game that's been on my Wii list of games for a while, so I went ahead and picked it up, and it's the Metal Slug Anthology. It's probably the closest I'm ever going to get to playing the original Metal Slug games. All that Neo Geo stuff is ridiculously expensive. So I figured, you know what, this will be a good addition to the collection. Metal Slug reminds me of Contra, I'm sure everyone will say that. But, it does have its differences, so I figured, with the complete collection, that'll just be awesome to be able to play it on my Wii. So, for $8, couldn't pass it up. Alright, now we are getting into the real good stuff. Well, I got three really good things, and then one game I picked up yesterday. This is actually the very first Xbox 360 game I've ever bought. I do have a 360, I share it with my brother. I don't collect for the system, but from what I've heard, there's some pretty decent games for it, and some pretty good RPGs, and this one was recommended to me by a couple of people, and they said, you know what, I know you're not big into the Xbox, but just pick up this RPG, it's supposed to be really good. This one and another one that I'm working on getting pretty soon. So I went to our local GameStop, Saw that they had this one. They had it priced for, I think, like $13, and then with my Power Up rewards and an extra discount I had, I ended up getting it for $11.49. And I remember the 49 cents because I had exact change, so I can remember counting it out. But yeah, $11.49 for this game, and it's Eternal Sonata here. And apparently it's based off of, like, classical music, I guess, something like that. It has to do with Chopin, or Chopin, I don't know how you say his name. I'm not very classically musical inclined or whatever. I'm not inclined to classical music, I guess. But yeah, I heard this is supposed to be really good, and I've never played an RPG on the original Xbox or the 360, so as soon as I'm done with Chrono Trigger after school's out, I'm probably going to start this one and play through it with my brother, maybe. He's not very big in RPGs, so we'll see. Maybe I'll play it alone. But yeah, looking forward to that one. Alright, then the last two things. I went to our local exchange today, and kind of just on a whim, decided that I was going to go in after I did some shopping with my mom. And she dropped me off over there, and I walked in, and I saw two games that I was immediately like, oh my gosh, especially one, but I'm going to show that one last. The first game I got is a Complete in Box NES game, and I was really excited to see it because I don't even have this game loose, so it was cool to find it complete, and it's Donkey Kong Classics right here. And, you know, the box isn't in the best shape. It's kind of coming up on the side right there. And there's a couple, you know, dings and nicks, but I think this is pretty much as good as it's going to get. And I think this was about $18. Yeah, is it $18? Yeah, it was $18. And the card is in really nice shape, and it comes with a manual. I think there was a poster and some other insert that came with this, but those are not in here, but I'm not too bothered to buy it because, you know, it has the manual, it has the game card, and it has the dust sleeve, and even the little piece of styrofoam, and those are, like, nearly impossible to find, at least the original ones. So, very happy to have that for $18. And then the next game, I was pretty much dumbfounded when I saw this. I went right over to the cartridge game section, and when I was looking, my eyes just completely, like, huge. This game was marked for $26, and normally, I believe, I'm not totally positive on the price, but I think it goes between, like, 50, 60, maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher, depending on condition, but this was completely, you know, mint and just in amazing shape. So for $26, it wasn't even a question. I knew I was going to buy it immediately. And it is Metal Storm for the NES. And like I said, it is very clean. The label is super, super nice there. The top of it is very nice as well, if you can see that. Sorry, this lighting's bad in this room. But yeah, for $26, I cannot even believe it. This game has been one that I've wanted for the original Nintendo for a while now, and it's one that I thought was going to give me a lot of difficulty trying to find, and, you know, it just kind of fell right in my lap, so I was extremely happy about that, and especially for $26, I will pay that all day, any day for Metal Storm. So, that was a nice little surprise to find when I came back to Ohio. And then the crown jewel of this video, I've had this game for, I think, almost a month now. I just kind of wanted to wait for the right video to show it, so I wasn't, you know, cramming too many things in the video so I could talk about it. I got this game from Jason Wells. It was a game on my most wanted list, one of the more expensive games on my most wanted list, and he told me he found a copy and that he was willing to sell it to me. And I had a price in mind about what I was willing to pay for it, and it was exactly what he wanted for it. So, it worked out great, and I remember anticipating all week, like, okay, it's coming, I can't wait. And, you know, we talked about it for a little while, because he didn't get it right away. He kind of speculated that he was going to get it, and then he was like, alright, like, you know, it should be coming soon, and then eventually, like, he did get it. So, it took a little bit of time, but it was definitely worth it. And I was so excited. I'm so grateful that he gives me such good deals, and that he's such a super nice guy. Again, thank you so much for this game. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and I couldn't be more excited to have it. And when it came in the mail, I was just glowing. And it is a very nice condition copy of Snow Brothers here. And like I said, extremely clean label. Very nice. This is definitely one of the more pricey games I now own in my collection. It's the most I ever spent on a game, but I would say it was worth it. You know, this is not a game that is, you know, very easy to come by, and just the price that he was asking for it, I definitely couldn't pass it up. So I was extremely grateful for this. Again, thank you so much, Jason. I couldn't be happier to finally own Snow Brothers. I don't have any heavy hitters on the NES, except now I have 2. So it was very cool to be able to get these. So that is it, guys. I'm going to try to do my opinions on with Jake, my brother, hopefully before I leave, but we'll see. If that doesn't work out, then I'll just do one my own next week. So, yeah, have a good week, guys, and take care.